Well, good afternoon. Let's hope everybody's doing well today. Welcome to our last Learn, Grow, and Lead session for the year. I know everybody's excited that this is the last one, but it's really, I think it's something else that we made it an entire year doing this basically every, first and third Monday of the year. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there. And, I thought we covered a lot, but really thanks for joining us today. I know we're all really looking forward to the holidays and really, I think looking forward to starting a new year. I wanted to today get started. We've already finished our books, but I really wanted to review, what we got into a couple of weeks ago. Stephen explored and really talked to everybody about what we do when we bring new people in for orientation. And really, as getting ready for this thing today, I went back and looked over, all his information, and then I've sat into orientation back and forth a couple times, and really what we're doing, that's really what I want to focus on is what happens after we do that orientation. But the orientation is a welcome. We're putting out the welcome mat, if you will, for new people. We're setting the bar for what the expectations are, and we're really setting that bar, really, really high for those new team members. We're making them a promise in that orientation, and we bring in different people throughout the company, Donna and Elizabeth and different people, and Eric and Sam, and they do a really great job setting the table on our core values and how we want to live. And they're actually, they start the journey for our new coworkers. But I really wanted to talk about what worries me about that is I'm afraid that bar is set so high that a couple weeks later, or maybe even a couple days later, I'm afraid that we may be disappointing new coworkers with where the bar is set, and then what their reality is when they start, they continue on that journey with us. So I wanted to talk about that some more. Stephen talked about with all that orientation that we do, that and I do like the fire hose that that day, you think about you're here all day in the training facility over here, and you're getting all this information, but that the most important part of that is that team leader handoff in the afternoon, where you're really at that moment you're starting your first impression. And so I copied these two slides that Stephen talked about, because if you think about it, that first day is a big first impression. But when the people meet who they're going to be working with out in the field, or when they are really introducing, after all this information transfer, how that goes. And I think sometimes it's late in the day and we just go, okay, meet me tomorrow at 6. And we really don't set the table for what our expectations are. And so following up, we should be talking, especially people that are going with us out in the field, we should be talking about safety. We should be talking about, they do such a good job of setting the core values, and they watch all these inspiring videos, and we should make sure that we're extending those expectations of what they should expect going forward, and make sure that we connect those dots. So I wanted to talk a minute and think about it. Some of us have been here so long, but how do new people feel? How do new people feel when they come in the door? You think about it, it's the first day, or maybe even the first couple of weeks they're here. They get up every day and they're showing up, and they got 200. They're coming into a company that has a great reputation, and they've got 230, 240 people running around. It's a little bit intimidating. So I'm sure they feel nervous, and they're unsure and anxious, and they're probably excited. Also, there's it's a mix of all those emotions, and then they're probably numb after all that information that we gave them. And how we help them overcome those feelings is by whatever we do when we meet them is being positive and direct about our expectations. And I like this picture because I think that's kind of how the chaos feels sometimes when you come into a new situation or a company. There's people running everywhere, and even if it's organized chaos, I think we got to be careful that we are really positive and we set those expectations And I think this is something that we miss. Uh, everybody that comes in this door is really proud to be here. They're really proud they're starting a new journey, and they're really proud to be a part of the GSM team. Um, and that's how we help them get over those fears, is to put their mind at ease, that it's going to be a great fit, and that we help them, that we're going to help them be successful. And pride is a great thing, and pride is a great motivator. And I think we need to keep looking at that as we go forward, as we're building these guys, building new people, to make sure we help them get on board with our team and make our team successful. And historically, the last 3 or 4 years, we've had a massive turnover problem in the company, in the field. We're not. There's some things we know are wrong with how the disconnect between how we set the table at orientation and the outcomes that our guys are getting out in the field and in the office at every place. So we really got a lot of work to do to instill that pride that we feel and that they start with, to continue. Because everybody that comes here wants to be on a good team. I think it's kind of self-evident, and I know we hear and we talk all the time about wanting to find better quality team members and good team members, and so that we can all be proud of the work that we do. And we have a big part of that we have to accept as our responsibility. And I think we struggle with that sometimes. But good team members, work with quality. They're caring. They show love for their workers and their job. They focus on success. People have pride when they have meaningful work. And we want team members that are loyal, and partnerships that want to develop partnerships. And we do that a lot, but connecting those dots with our new people is really a way that we can inspire them to get on board of this team and continue what they learned at orientation. So one of the things I've heard for years is this whole thought process that the work ethic is changing, that somehow, young people don't have the same work ethic that we have, or that's changed. And I don't know that I believe that. I think it's just different. But when we talk about work ethic and, people coming here, I'm not sure that we really know what that means. I think I've been reading a book, that talks about work ethic lately. And, I'm not sure we know what that means, generation to generation, or actually people to people, or team to team. But do we let our coworkers know exactly how we want them to perform? When we say things like, we want you to work hard, I'm not sure anybody knows what that means. Everybody's got a different definition. And do we all agree on what a good work ethic, includes? I think we struggle with that. And I struggle to put it into words, and I'm sure a lot of us all do. But we can build pride in our coworkers if we're specific about what we're looking for. And, so how do we build pride in our coworkers, teams, and GSM services? Well, we focus on certain attributes, and I really go back to a lot of this is really we learned this when we were young, and the one of the books I'm reading talks about we learned all this when we were growing up playing in the sandbox. If you think about this, smile and be happy and be nice and respect each other. Well, this is really all stuff we learned in the sandbox, but these are been translated into how we operate at work and in life and in marriage and our relationships and all kind of different things. But here at work, there's really 7 that we should focus on: positive attitude, reliability, professionalism, initiative, respect, integrity, and gratitude. If we exhibit all those as leaders, and we achieve that with new coworkers, and they achieve that with us, then we'll build incredible teams. So the first one is positive attitude. And this really caught my attention. We are not a team because we work together. We are a team because we respect, trust, and care for each other. And we have a positive attitude. We exhibit that positive attitude. And of course, this is the greatest college basketball team of all time. And I know all of you agree with it, and I'm glad I got you all on mute because this is the 74 NC State team. But this team just had a great attitude, and of course they had a lot of talent, but they also had a great attitude. So I figured all of you would appreciate that, especially some of you Carolina guys. But thank you. The second is reliability. If you want to really develop, help somebody develop a great work ethic on your team, then you got to help them be reliable. And I don't think there's anything. This picture struck me. If you're dependent on somebody to catch you on the trapeze, you better be reliable. And the more you develop reliability with each other and your teams, the easier it's going to be for your team members to achieve what they want to achieve, and the team achieve what needs to be achieved day to day for our customers. Professionalism. I think we're really strong on professionalism compared to a lot of our competitors. I'm not sure we're as professional day in and day out as we can be. And each of us, I think, struggles with that. But the more professional we are, the better we represent ourselves and our families and each other. And then that's how we carry out our mission to deliver incredible customer service. So if you see any holes in each other's professionalism, help each other by holding each other accountable. And then, man, we work ethic. One of the things that I do think we struggle with is all of us taking initiative. And it doesn't get much better than actually reading the definition: the ability to assess and initiate things independently. Now, that doesn't mean making crazy decisions you're not qualified to make, but we do need people that want to take the initiative, that want to do things independently, that want to take action, and the power or opportunity to act or take charge before others do. That's a double-edged sword. When we have new people, we need to help them, back them up so they have the confidence to be able to do that. If you're always telling people no, or you're not supporting your new people, they're going to have a hard time taking initiative because we may be undermining their sense of ability to take initiative. So we need to help them with that. And then respect. I love it's a two-way street. The chicken and the egg, however you want to say it, but it's definitely got to be a two-way street for us going forward. And then, respect you must earn, given it is not. It's definitely every day. No one that comes here is going to automatically respect you. You've got to earn it if you're a leader. And if you're a new person, you've got to earn that respect also. So this is a great opportunity to start a great team and a great direction, is mutual respect. And then integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. And I grew up watching Andy Griffith, and I think anybody that's watched that, you younger people may not know who it is, but if you've never watched it, go watch Andy Griffith, because Andy was always making sure that he did the right thing when no one was watching. But we really, especially maybe compared to what's going on in the rest of the world right now, have a golden opportunity to stand out, because no matter what goes on, we're going to do what's right for the customers and each other at the end of the day. And that doesn't mean we don't make mistakes, but day to day, anybody new that comes into the company's got to know real quick that we're going to try to do the right thing every day, and whether somebody's watching or not. So this is a great one, I think, that fits the GSM way. And then gratitude. I love the complaint line and the gratitude line, but be in the gratitude line. We start off being blessed to be in the best country in the world, so we should all be unbelievably grateful. But be grateful that we have new people coming on our teams. Be grateful that we have an opportunity to have very meaningful work, that we have very meaningful partnerships, and that we have a caring group of individuals all around us. And so I wanted to, set the table for this going into next year. We have had really an amazing crazy, tough, heartbreaking in some ways. But at the same time, a year that I know a lot of us are ready for it to be over, but we have really had a year that's going to make us stronger going forward. Years ago, we set out a vision for what we wanted, GSM Services to look like, and what we wanted to be proud of, and what we wanted it to, what we wanted to be known for in 2027 in our 100th year. And we're getting closer. It's amazing how much time is going by, and how quick it is. But before long, the company's going to be 100 years old, and everything we're doing now is preparing us to be a better company and a better place to work, and to be the best place to work in the region, not just the best air conditioning or roofing company, but the best company in the region. And so I wanted to, we spent a lot of time back in 2018 laying out the vision and mission, and I'm not sure that we focus on it enough. And a vision and a mission, and I like this graphic because it's really, gives a snapshot of now, but then talks about where we want to go next, so that we can really plan for later. And that's what we did with this back in 2018. And I wanted to read it and touch base on it again, and then make sure, because I don't see us focusing on it enough, and I know I don't personally, but our vision is, and then if you can, think about the daily lives with your team members, and think about your dedication to each other. And and we're framing it today some with new coworkers coming into the company, but really it's about at every level, internal customers. If we get our internal customers right, we'll be able to do anything external. If we get our internal relationships right, we'll be able to do anything we want to do, and your team will help you do anything. And so just think of it in that framework as we're going through this. So our vision is we will develop lifetime customers by providing quality work and the ultimate service experience in everything we do. We will do what we say we are going to do when we say we are going to do it. We will provide the best possible working environment for our coworkers while planning for growth and success each year to maintain the company's long-term success. So that's an internal, external customers. If we say coworkers or internal customers, that gives us a complete snapshot of how we need to act and operate so that we win personally and that we all win as a company. So visit that some if you can, to lay out how we should be operating every day. And then our mission, and it's a simple one, and we talk about this a lot more, is our whole mission, everything we do, is to provide comfort and peace of mind on every call to every customer every day. And I love that because it really gets down to, it doesn't matter how old we are. Sure, we're proud that we're going to be 100 years old in 2027, but if we don't take care of our customers on every call, and if we don't take care of every customer every day, then none of that matters. So I love that mission, and I hope you do too. And the vision for what we're going to look like at 100 years, I really like how this, and we did this back in 2018, so it's getting a little bit of age on it now, but GSM Services will strive to be the best customer service company in every division by following our sundown rule, so we can attain a smart growth in our business for the next 10 years. We must be better trained than all our competitors, more disciplined than any in our industries, and the most customer dedicated team on the planet. All of our coworkers must believe in their gut that opportunity abounds at GSM Services and that GSM is the best place to work in the world. If our coworkers believe this, we will be successful in all that we attempt. So the vision for GSM is that our coworkers love this place and know how important their work is to such a level that we accomplish all of our goals. It's not the other way around. So we're going to get this out more and focus more on this year. I think it's really great. It helped me when I went back through and reread this and saw this again over the last couple of weeks. So I wanted to kind of finish the year of setting the table for the next year. And then last week at our meeting that we had, company meeting, we did talk about that our slogan, and I hope you all got your wristbands, that we're going to really focus on love and accountability. And that vision statement and the mission statement tie into that, along with our focus on each other. So listen, I hope you have a great afternoon. I am thrilled that we're coming up on the holidays, and I hope you and your family have a great time. And then remember why we celebrate these things. And then let's make sure that we count our blessings, finishing up this year strong, and look forward to a highly prosperous and successful 2022. And let's focus on love and accountability in the coming weeks and getting ready to go into next year. Talk to you soon. I hope you have a great evening, and look forward to seeing you. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.